Waiting.
You're watching WLWT TV, Channel 5, Cincinnati. Coverage that's first, fast, accurate throughout Greater Cincinnati and the Tri-State. This is Eyewitness News 5.
I mean, there's so many ways in our world that we can be victimized, you know, and I think this could make it easier for it to happen.
Good evening. High tech is causing high anxiety in the Tri-State tonight. A Hamilton County website is releasing sensitive and often embarrassing information to the world.
Among the information, divorce records, intimate details of marriages that failed. And tonight, Elena Troy continues her series of exclusive stories. Elena?
Dave, until the last few years, as you know, documents such as those in divorce cases were only available publicly here at the courthouse. Now, names and some very personal information now on the internet.
I don't mean to sound
This woman believed the details of her divorce from her ex-husband were a private matter until recently.
So it was frightening. I was so shocked by it.
We're protecting her identity since personal details like her address, social security number, signature, and more are online.
My property, the division of property, you know, he's going to get this car, I'm going to get that car.
It's information that becomes public once filed in court. That's when the court clerk puts it on his website, courtclerk.org. And legally, he can't decide what information to leave out.
I mean, there's so many ways in our world that we can be victimized, you know, and I think this could make it easier for it to happen.
There's also information families might want to keep private, like this couple's divorce we saw online. Not only did we find their social security numbers, signatures, and children's names, it shows where the children go to school. We can also see he earns $42,000 a year. She makes around $19,000. They have debt with Capital One, Providian, and Walmart. And this, where the woman says she and her husband had a disagreement over his allowing his nephew to have inappropriate sexual contact with their son. She claims her husband also tried to run her over with his van. The Hamilton County Court Clerk plans to take these concerns to state representatives for legislation to prevent certain details from making it to the website.
When it comes to victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, divorce cases, I think that it would be a good idea to take away names and social security numbers and certainly signatures.
Well, the short-term solution, ask a judge to have that information kept off of the website or to have it sealed. The long-term solution, get behind lawmakers to have legislation passed. We'll be following it for you. I'm Elena Achari, live outside the courthouse. Eyewitness News 5.
All right, thanks, Elena. If you'd like to see our series of stories about online privacy or lack of privacy, go to our website, channelcincinnati.com, and click on News.
New information tonight about a mysterious school rash that's made its way here to the Tri-State. The Center for Disease Control is investigating outbreaks in 7 states, including Ohio. And as Terry Barr discovered, officials will soon add Kentucky to the list. She joins us now live from Grandview Elementary School, that's in Bellevue. Terry.
And Marie, this letter went home with 4th grade students. It indicates kids here now have the rash, and the school is trying to figure out what to do about it. Tonight, one family simply calls it annoying. He's one of the hundreds of students to come home with the mystery rash.
I had it on my cheek, like over here, and like a little down below the chin on this side.
And Aaron Etherton's mother tells me it only shows up after he's been at school.
I'm baffled. We bathed him, you know, we put lotion on him, and it would go away, and we'd think, okay, we're okay, and then he'd come home the next day, and it'd be all over his face.
Turns out half of Etherton's 4th grade class looks like this, with a rash on their neck or arms. In Cincinnati, it's the same story at St. Teresa of Avila in Covedale. The school has even called in the health department to take a look at every commonly shared item, from chalkboard erasers to books.
Just anything that might be coming into your school, furniture, desks. It's a guessing game.
They have taken the kids out of the classroom, cleaned the classroom, and it still seems to be going on.
And as the rash seems to spread, Etherton hopes there's an end in sight.
It would be nice if they could just get this rash out.
Now, the health district in northern Kentucky did not get back to us tonight, but we also learned this school replaced the ceiling tiles and re-waxed the floor, but That rash remains. Live in Bellevue tonight, Terry Barr, Eyewitness News 5.
All right, thanks, Terry. Well, health officials have ruled out fifth disease. That's a common childhood illness that has rash-like symptoms.
A Price Hill man is dead tonight after being shot at his apartment on Westmont Drive. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Christopher Ehring. The shooting happened just after 3 today. So far, no arrests. This is the 5th homicide in the city of Cincinnati this year. A 14-year-old boy has been found guilty of murdering his 8-year-old cousin, and this was the reaction from the boy's family as the judge read the verdict today. The boy kicked and beat Takaya Bryant to death while babysitting her at her Northside home. The 14-year-old will be in juvenile detention until he's 21. Takaya's brother was also convicted in her death.
New tonight, deliberations will proceed now in a tri-state murder trial that stalled because a juror took off. 33-year-old Christine Fiorini took a vacation to Mexico instead of reporting back for jury deliberations. At stake is the fate of Dory Terrell. Terrell is accused of robbing and killing a man last September at the University Heights Travel Lodge. Today, Terrell's attorneys agreed to one less juror so this case can proceed. The judge plans to put Fiorini in jail when she gets back.
The Cincinnati Fraternal Order of Police is suing the city over the passage of Issue 5. The lawsuit claims the measure, passed by voters last November, violates the FOP's contract with the city. Specifically, it charges that Issue 5 takes away the appeals process for assistant police chiefs who are fired from their jobs. The bomb squad was called out to Latonia this evening after a report of live warheads. The woman who lives at this house on East 41st Street told them she got the ammo from her son's house and drove it here.
I'm glad my van didn't blow up with them when I came across the river with my 2 young children. I think it's very irresponsible.
Turns out they were practice artillery rounds. The bomb squad removed the rounds and will dispose of them.
At the Shoemaker Center tonight, it was a sellout crowd. This was the Bearcats' chance to get even with Marquette. Our George Vogel was there and has more on the fans who came ready for revenge. George?
Yeah, you know, sometimes the crowds at the Shoemaker Center are accused of maybe being a little too laid back. That wasn't the case at all tonight. It was a wild crowd for a wild game, UC and Marquette. As UC took the floor for the game, we had a seat up behind the UC pep band. You know, it didn't matter where you were sitting tonight. It was loud. Every seat in the joint was filled. 13,176 on hand. Most people were dressed in red and black. You know, I even saw one guy wearing a Bengals helmet. It was that crazy. And everyone was wanting revenge against those Marquette Golden Eagles for beating the Bearcats earlier in the month.
Waiting for months. We are going to bust them up. We shouldn't have lost the first time. We're going to get some revenge this time, baby. Watch.
My roommate, he's crazy. He just threw all the sparkles on me.
And it never occurred to you to put a shirt on and cover it up?
No shirts. Tonight we're going to kill Marquette. No shirts.
Now, UC didn't exactly kill Marquette, but the fans did go home happy. We're going to show you the improbable ending to a very tight game that's coming up on the Blitz. From the newsroom, I'm George Vogel. Anne-Marie, back to you.
All right, thanks, George. Here's a tease. It went down to the buzzer, right?
Yeah, it was a great finish. You're not going to believe it.
All right, thanks, George.
Well, new efforts today to corral the elusive cow. This morning, Mount Storm Park was catered more cows. The hope is these guys will bring the heifer out of hiding. It's been 1 week since she stepped out of line that led to the slaughterhouse. Sky 5 has captured the only pictures of her week-long odyssey.
Well, downtown's entertainment district is jumping tonight. It's the 10th annual Bachfest. The celebration of Bach beer and Bachwurst sausage kicked off around 6 o'clock tonight with this parade downtown. This festival honors the Queen City's German heritage. The celebration will resume tomorrow at noon.
It was a cold night out there, but warmer temperatures as we head into the weekend. Byron is here with a quick look at what's in store. Byron?
That's right, Dave. We're going to have a look at Futurecast 5, which will give us a preview of the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Closed captioning, sponsored by American Family Insurance.
We sell close to 3 million boxes per month.
This is our smallest box.
This is our biggest box. We go on to the next question.
For 20 years, Boxes Incorporated has kept its commercial insurance neatly packaged with only one company, American Family Insurance.
Our American Family agent got to know us and to know our business. He's a real professional.
American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
Any size, any shape. Boxes are our bag.
American Family Insurance.
The Olympics are about excellence. That's also the goal at McCluskey Chevrolet. We give every customer the kind of service that would win a gold medal. That's why McCluskey Chevrolet is the one place to go and the one number to call for your next vehicle.
To me, there's nothing worse than a sportscast that just rehashes the events or the scores. I mean, how bland is that? Come on, let's mix it up a little here. Let's stir the pot. Let's add a dash of spice. Let's get the juices flowing here. You know, my job is to serve you a heaping portion of all the energy, excitement, and surprises. So the next day, you just can't wait for another slice of the action.
Ken Brew and Eyewitness Sports, the first choice for big sports appetites. Eyewitness News 5. First, fast, accurate.
Alen Hurley owns a Hyundai Elantra.
I researched it on the internet. There was no comparison.
The competition can't match the Freedom of America's best warranty.
The warranty for the Elantra was the best out there.
It also has a long list of features, including front and side airbags. It's the only car in its class that has them standard.
The gas mileage is excellent. It's a great value for the money.
The Hyundai Elantra at just $13,294. It's a solid value.
Freedom is calling, yeah.
The Hyundai Elantra at just $13,294. Your test drive is waiting.
The votes are in hundreds of taste tests conducted by an independent research company, more people pick the taste of Gold Star chili over Skyline. Compare for yourself. We think you'll agree that the taste of Skyline falls short. Gold Star chili, the taste that's taking over. Since Gold Star chili has been beating Skyline chili in blind taste tests, we thought we'd test Gold Star's French fries against Skyline's. We're just having trouble finding fries at Skyline. Looks like we're the guys with the fries. Gold Star chili, the taste that's taking over.
During the Olympics, as we celebrate the pursuit of excellence, here's an Olympic gold offer from McCluskey Chevrolet. A cash bonus of $2,002 on the purchase of any new Chevy car or truck. McCluskey Chevrolet is kicking it into Chevy overdrive.
WLWT Eyewitness News 5 weather, sponsored by McCluskey Chevrolet.
Byron joins us on this cold night with a look ahead to our weekend forecast.
It is looking pretty good this weekend. Things are going to change early next week, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the beautiful weekend ahead of us. Man, oh man, I tell you what, if you want to get out and play some golf, hey, before the cold air gets here, it may hang around for a few days. You might as well do it this weekend. 26 degrees out there right now at the airport, 26 at Lunkin Airport, 22 at Hamilton, and 26 up at Dayton. So temperature's kind of cold. We could get down into the upper teens later on tonight in some areas. We're forecasting 20 at the airport, but some areas may get into the teens. We've got high pressure and clear skies. The clouds finally moved out right around sunset. We showed you that city cam shot right at 6 o'clock with the sun setting and the skies beginning to clear a little bit from the west. Look really, really nice. High pressure in control throughout much of the upper Midwest and into the Missouri Valley, and that's going to be moving into the Ohio Valley. Looks like in the Tennessee Valley tomorrow. A little warm front moving this way, so temperatures are going to be warming up here in the next couple of days. In fact, we could see highs near 60 by Sunday, and then we're going to take about a 30-degree drop, maybe even more than that, into Tuesday. So some big-time changes coming up. Here's Futurecast 5, and through the weekend, looks pretty good. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, some high thin clouds here and there. A few more clouds around on Sunday, mainly north. Most of the moisture, most of the energy is going to be well north of us, but by Monday, we're looking at a front moving in. Cold air spilling in from the west all the way into Tuesday and into Wednesday. Some big-time changes coming up, my friends. The temperatures the next few days are going to look like this. We're looking at temperatures basically in the upper 50s on Sunday and then cooling off dramatically into early next week. So it is going to be cold, and here is our forecast for tonight. We're calling for clear skies down to 20. Tomorrow morning, 38 degrees at noon. The high temperature about 46 and about 58 degrees on Sunday, and then colder Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday.
It'll be a nice weekend, though.
All right.
Great.
That's right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Byron. Well, it's Friday night. Time for the Blitz.
Ken Brew and George Vogel are coming up next. A huge game at the Shoemaker Center and a night full of high school hoops.
Make this week.
Lease a 2002 Saturn SL1 for $202 a month.
What's better than 40 to 50% mattress savings? How about instant rebates? Right now, save up to $50 extra when you buy select models of American Signature and Simmons Beauty Rest mattress sets at Value City Furniture. Plus, get free delivery, free bed frame, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. And right now, take home one of these great bunk beds for just $199. Huge savings on bunk beds and instant mattress rebates. Only at Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Kroger salutes our American athletes in the Winter Games. And like these hardworking, dedicated participants, we strive for unbeatable performance every day.
Right now, any variety of Kroger milk is just $1.49 a gallon with card. And Old Boneless pork loin is $1.99 a pound with card.
Count on Kroger for a gold-winning performance every day.
You sure this is gonna work?
We do this all the time.
Come on, let's go. I got him. It's cold. Freezing. Good.
Here, have another one. You're gonna need it. I'm getting hot. Eat a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich seasoned with our own blend of pepper and spices, and you get a spicy hit that makes you feel warm all over. Perfect for that low-budget winter vacation.
Some luck?
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. When you're hot, you're hot. Remember, Wendy's pickup windows open late, so you can eat great even late.
Right now, get out there and get in a new Ford, because your Greater Cincinnati Ford dealers are with great deals on America's #1 choice. Now take up to $2,500 cash back or 0% financing on select Fords. That's $2,500 cash back or 0%. The right deal, the right time, right now, because we're with the best deals on America's #1 choice.
Who cares about the missing cow? Nothing but the best too. The Blitz is coming at you now.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for inviting us into your homes and motel rooms this evening. It's Saturday soon, a Friday night that gave us incredible games and a whole lot of good high school basketball. With George, I'm Ken. Team USA's hockey team, George. In the gold medal game against Canada on Sunday. We're going to get to that in a moment.
Yes, but first, the thriller at the shoe. UC and Marquette. The winner, most likely the Conference USA regular season champion. Steve Logan and the Cats cranked from the start. The Cats and Marquette with identical 12-1 records in the conference. All UC early. Jamal Davis, a three from Jamal. UC's up 9-zip. Then Emmanuel McElroy finding Jason Maxiel. And just like this, UC with a 14-2 lead. They led by 10 at the half. Marquette storming back. Travis Diener from outside. Money. Oh. Marquette takes a 1-point lead.
Got DePogna highlights?
Yes, he's all over. Marquette's Cordell Henry coming through late. Jumper. Marquette by 4 with just 30 seconds to go.
Wow.
Yeah, it was stressful there. Can the Cats do it? Steve Logan gets open and drains the clutch three. Marquette by 1 with 22 seconds to go. UC gets it back off a missed free throw. 3 seconds left. What? Donald Little for the winner? Yes.
No, it can't
with
be.
3 seconds to go. But wait now, 3 seconds left. Henry from their half court and no! Just missed it. UC pulls it off over Marquette, 63-62. Donald Little wasn't the first option on that play. He wasn't even the fourth. But he made the play and the Cats win.
It felt good. I knew I was the last option. Really, I thought Logan would shoot the ball and I was going to rebound it. I didn't think I'd be shooting the ball, but they passed the ball to me. I was wide open. I took the shot and went in.
I hadn't seen Donald make many. I don't know. He had a wide open look. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask. He had a wide open look. You got to make those.
Man, now so now that this virtually guarantees UC the conference champion. I know they've got to play a couple of more games, but for all intents and purposes, this was for the conference championship.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, yeah. They've got a game up lead on Marquette, so.
Marquette's a pretty good team, though.
I'll tell you what, they were impressive in person, much better than what I thought. They're so physical.
This could be the championship game at Conference USA tournament here in Cincinnati early next month.
Boy, would that be something. It'd be another game like tonight. Right. I mean, those teams are well matched.
St. Louis, incidentally, beat Louisville tonight.
Right.
Out in St. Louis. All right, now to the Olympics, and North America gets what it wanted all along, USA against Canada for the gold medal. But 22 years ago tonight, Team USA did something they didn't even dare to dream of. In fact, here it is. I've been waiting since I got back from the Olympics. This is my Miracle on Ice cap that I purchased out there. It'll appear on my expense statement as breakfast, but the bottom line is this is a pretty sweet cap. It has all the scores from the games that USA won. The big one, of course, 22 years ago tonight when they beat the mighty Soviet Union. Tonight, not the Red Army against the collegiate players, Russia guys in the NHL against NHL guys from North America. Herb Brooks, 22 years ago tonight, directed that team that pulled off the greatest upset in sports. You don't think this was a tough game? Look at that. Wow. 1-0 when Bill Housley fires the puck, and Scott Young picks it up and flips it in the air, and it goes off the back of the Russian goalie, Nikolai Khabibulin. 2-0 USA. And then Housley in his first ever Olympics, drilling it past Khabibulin, 3-0 United States. But Russia comes back and scores twice early in the third period. After that, it was a lot of Mike Richter. He was absolutely sensational in goals. Little lucky, little good. 3-2 final, USA over Russia. They play Canada for the gold on Sunday.
I think we had played exceptionally well for 40 minutes. They hadn't found their game yet, and they had nothing to lose at that point, so they're going to come out hard. Even when they got 2 goals, it makes it dramatic, but we're still up by 1. That's the position you want to be in, and we're good enough to be able to hold a lead, and we did.
You'll see that game Sunday right here on Channel 5 as our Olympics coverage continues. It's what everybody wanted. It's the game they're going to get.
It's going to be sweet.
A couple of big stories from the Reds today. First, Ken Griffey Sr. has resigned from Bob Boone's coaching staff. 2 reasons. He's tired of the traveling, and Sr. just wasn't happy with what he perceived to be a diminished role on the staff. He'll take a job as Jim Bowden's special advisor, which, if you look at the track record, amounts to being a manager in waiting. Jack McKeon, Bob Boone took similar routes to the Reds dugout.
Well, the other big story out of the Reds tonight, Sean Casey's new contract, signed a 3-year, $20 million deal today, and the team has an option for a 4th year. Casey led the Reds in home runs and RBI last season. This keeps Casey in a Reds uniform through at least the 2004 season. And now to Friday night's high school games.
Kentucky finishing up the regular season, but in Ohio, boys and girls now into the playoffs at Lakota West tonight. Hughes against Amelia, Division I sectionals, and on the offensive rebound, Amelia's Joe Smith grabs it, and he'll bury this shot. This Amelia team's pretty good. Huge coach Greg Mills not happy, but the Big Red tries to come back. David Jackson will drive the baseline and cash in. But Amelia proved to be a bit too much. They will play on. Matt Firestone with the lay-in here. 46-40 is the final. Amelia with the win.
UC Bearcats, it's the Fairfield Indians against the Glen FC Trojans on the pick game of the week.
Yeah, the Jersey Mike's pick game of the week. Fairfield's Norm Plummer misses once, but he gets it back. Does not miss a second time. Now, Mike Glass of Glen Esty. Long pass to Ty Blair. Ty with some nice touch. Yes! Gets it to go. Fairfield's Jeremy Willis. Well, he's going to take things into his own hands all the way. And Fairfield with the win, 61-46.
Numbers on the Bill Weber AE Door Windows Sales Blitzboard. Purcell with a win. Western Brown beats Goshen and Taft, 76-59 over Turpin.
Now, sometimes the guy is in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that guy, yes, he would be the guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
Brossard at St. Henry. St. Henry's Pete Volkert at Jeff Eisenmenger. Jeff lays it in for 2. Brossard now on the attack. Michael Eaton to Mitch Orr, and that is good for 2. Now, St. Henry again. Patrick Tierney to Matt Oddie. Matt airs it out for 3. St. Henry with the win, 73-52.
Strength and numbers. Clinton Massey with a big win over Felicity. Deer Park beats CHCA. Again, Madeira tonight over Summit. CCD beats Landmark. Williamsburg, no problem with Hillcrest. And Harmony over SCPA tonight, 67-41 is the final. If you're going to just give us a second to take a quick time out, we're back with more scores and highlights from high school basketball.
Yes, and 4 dudes in a sled going 90 miles an hour. You haven't lived until you've seen that.
And if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. But did the Ducks waddle to a win? The answer to that question and more in a moment.
Blitz 5 is sponsored by GM and McDonald's.
The Tri-State's best live coverage.
Time is money. Some banks seem to have forgotten that. Provident thinks that banking should be fast, easy, direct, and always accessible. We're anxious to help you handle things your way with products like Direct Access Checking and exciting features like free online bill pay. We won't even charge you when you use other banks' ATMs. A bank where you need it, when you need it. Provident Bank.
What would happen if an SUV were raised by a family of sports cars?
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, zoom, 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 zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 200 horsepower Mazda Tribute. The SUV with the soul of a sports car.
Come into McDonald's for a Filet-O-Fish sandwich and medium order of fries. Get these two great tastes together for only $2 2 days a week. That's right, just $2 gets you our tender, flaky Filet-O-Fish plus a medium order of America's favorite fries every Tuesday and Wednesday at McDonald's. The Filet-O-Fish sandwich and medium fries. Just $2 Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Come in today and get one, or two.
At McDonald's, we love to see you smile.
McDonald's, a worldwide Olympic partner.
On behalf of the McDonald's All-American Crew Team, we would like to thank McDonald's and WLWT for honoring the Student Athlete of the Week.
Time now for our McDonald's Student Athletes of the Week. Christy Mahan is a junior at St. Ursula Academy, where she's a 3-sport star. Christy plays soccer, softball, and basketball for the Bulldogs. In basketball, she leads the city in 3-point field goal percentage. And she was just named All-League for her efforts this season. Christy carries a 3.7 GPA. Craig Cooper is a senior wrestler at Simon Kenton High School. Last weekend, Craig won the Kentucky State Championship for 152 pounds. Off the mat, Craig is a member of the National Honor Society. He holds a 3.0 GPA. And if you know someone who's deserving of this prestigious honor, all you have to do is drop us a line, WLWT 1700 Young Street, 45210. You can also nominate through our website, channelcincinnati.com. And with that, we welcome you back to the second half of the show with George. I'm Ken. You know, I've always been a big fan of Boone County High School. I like what's going on out there. They know how to have fun.